So if you've chosen that you would like us to analyze additional energy storage options for you, then you'll be shown these different input areas here. So the first question, maximum number of energy storage options to analyze. So basically what this means is if you go down to the second one first, the maximum energy storage capacity, actually for this one I've put in a zero demand, but essentially what we'll do is we'll have looked at your demand profile that you'll have put in. We'll look at the maximum imported power, and we'll come up with a kind of recommended maximum energy storage capacity in kilowatt hours that we would recommend that you look at. So if that number was 1,000, which you can put in there, then we can look at the maximum number of energy storage options to analyze. So essentially we will look at 1,000 as the maximum energy storage capacity, and then we will look at 10 options that are less than that maximum. So that may be 100, 200, 300, up to 1,000 in this case. You will see at the bottom here that there are the C ratings. So the C ratings, the C rating is essentially the ratio of energy storage, power to energy storage capacity in kilowatt hours. So it's the ratio of kilowatts to kilowatt hours. So 0.5 in this case, if you had 1,000 kilowatt hours, would have a power rating of 500. So as we reduce the sizes, we look at these different options, we will use these C ratings to also create power ratios for those energy storage options. So at the moment it's sort of put in 0.5 and 0.25, so that's a 2-hour battery for the 0.5, that's another way of talking about this, or a 4-hour battery for the 0.25. So we will then analyze those different duration batteries for you within the platform. You can also put a maximum price on the energy storage system that we create. So if you do want to do that, you click yes, and then you'll see this entry area here where you can put a price per kilowatt hour of capacity. We also ask you for the minimum state of charge that you're allowed to discharge that battery to. In this case the default is 0, but if you only wanted it to go down to 20% depth of discharge, you would put 20 there. I'm going to keep it at 0. And then we can also enter the maximum energy allowed to be stored within that battery system. Again, the default is 100%, but you may say that actually it's 90% or something like that. Again, I'm just going to stick with 100. The final question you'll see is the round trip efficiency, where we have a default of 90%. Again, most battery systems are between 88 to say 92, 94%. Choose your round trip efficiency that you'd like for those energy storage systems that GridMAP will create. And then when you've chosen all the relevant entry points, just click Save and Continue.